Hello, writers. You have taken your next writing piece almost all the way through the writing process. And you've tried a lot of different techniques, craft moves, more so than you've probably ever tried before. And as exciting as that is, it's also important to take stock of what you're using and how often. Here's a little story to help you, conceptualize this. I always like to give stories to make things make sense. So, as a ice cream lover, I was so excited when I finally found a place like 16 Handles where you can bring a cup for froyo and just walk around the store and just put as many different flavors in as you want. And then on top of that, there's a topping bar and you can add as many different toppings as you want. And I was so excited because as somebody who loves ice cream, who loves frozen yogurt, loves desserts, I was like, this is perfect for me. I can have every single flavor that I want. But then when I went to go actually take a bite after paying like a ton of money for this giant ice cream or giant frozen yogurt, I was like, ew, this is too much. There's just like too much going on here. There's so many different flavors. I can't even really tell what I'm supposed to taste more of. As someone who loves chocolate, I could barely taste the chocolate. It almost is like too rich. But as someone who likes the sweet and the crunchy, there was like too many different things to think about and to choose from. It was just kind of gross. I didn't actually end up eating much of it at all. So, what I want to show you through this story is that writers need to do the same thing. So, today, what I want to teach you is that writers don't include every single thing that they know how to do just because they can and they like it. Instead, they pick and choose what to use and what not to use so that the story does not get bogged down by extra words, tricks, and craft moves. Writers focus on the words and actions that really matter. And to show you this, we'll look at some of my writing. I've been going through my piece and I've been thinking about what my deeper meaning is and making sure that every single detail matches that. So let's take a look at mine together. In this part of my piece, this is when the character is, her name's Ella, and she's about to freak out and go into the bathroom and do something that she's never done before because she just becomes so fed up right before, like this is the moment where she becomes so fed up with the way that people have treated her for feeling unremarkable, and she just wants to feel noticed for the first time. And so she gets like pushed in the hallway accidentally by a boy that claims not to know her or see her there, but she's known him and she's seen him for a while. And she gets shoved into her locker. So, this is the part where I want to show that change in the character. So, let's take a look at this. The blood on my face feels like it's on fire. Every part of me feels on fire with rage and anger. I'm a lightning bolt in Zeus's hand, ready to be thrown into action. I'm so angry that I might as well be Katniss Everdeen parading through the Capitol in defiance on my way to the Hunger Games. I can't believe he doesn't know my name. Is this some sort of sick joke? How dare he? I must really be unremarkable. I'll show him. Okay, so already I'm kind of like, "Ew, too much. Yikes." I feel like first and foremost, I'm describing the same thing again and again. And that's always like a good sign that it's time to stop and rethink something. If you're describing the same thing but through multiple ways, it usually means like it's time to stop, zoom in, and think about like what's the best comparison or the best description for my story. So clearly, I want to show that she's angry. So I only can say rage or anger maybe once. So maybe I'll start with like, okay, the blood on my face feels like it's on fire. Every part of me feels on fire with rage and anger. Maybe I say something like, maybe I just have to take this part out. The blood on my face is on fire. Maybe face is on fire. Okay. I love all my comparisons, but I don't think I can have all of them. So I need to think about which one makes the most sense. So, but my face is on fire. The character is like her nose is bleeding and it's dripping down, and so it feels like it's burning. Okay, so that works. So I kind of feel like I have to choose between Zeus and Katniss. I feel like Katniss is probably the better choice because this story is about like kind of being defiant and like claiming what's yours, whereas Zeus is just like a Greek god and has a lot of power. it doesn't really, while that's a cool comparison, I don't know if the Zeus thing actually makes any sense for my story. So I'm gonna say like maybe I'll delete that and say the blood on my face is on fire. Maybe he says on fire. I might as well be, I can't say angry again, so I'll just go as well be Katniss Everdeen parading parading through the Capitol in defiance. Parading, maybe it's like might as well be Katniss Everdeen before she parades through the Capitol in defiance. I can't believe he doesn't know my name. Am I really, maybe just like, am I really that unremarkable enough? Unremarkable, maybe just enough. In that moment, I knew that I had had enough. Okay. So this is much stronger, I think. It's shorter. I've cut out like two lines, and now I feel like the comparison actually fits what I'm trying to say. The blood on my face is on fire. I might as well be Katniss Everdeen before she parades through the Capitol in defiance. I can't believe he doesn't know my name. Am I really that unremarkable? In that moment, I knew I had had enough. Okay. So that's better. I feel like I could even tweak it more. There's like even still maybe a little bit extra stuff around the Katniss Everdeen part that is not totally necessary. But what I'm trying to show you is that it's not, while it's impressive to make a lot of different comparisons, to use a lot of fancy language, to use all your tricks um, in one piece, it actually sometimes can take away from your deeper meaning. Like if I had left the Zeus thing there, the whole idea of the character being like this person who needs to come forward and claim who she is, like kind of gets lost. So what I'm hoping that you do as you reread is really take the time to reread from the beginning of your piece and go part by part to think like, do all these pieces or all these details really add to my piece? Am I ever repeating myself? Are the comparisons I'm making actually adding to what I'm trying to say and bringing forth that deeper meaning? I hope this helps you to think about your writing today, especially as you near the end of your writing process. All right, good luck.